ladies and gents, welcome to the grand finals here of our amateur league in the blue color. This is Lemon playing as Yap Yap, hailing from the US. On the other side of the map, we've got Doggie playing as Decimus from Lemon Country. Grunts picking up some back minis, otherwise completely normal build. A little bit of a steal from the Yap Yap, also kind of expected because they're making these free units at the beginning. If you don't go for a chopper, they have a lot of extra resources, so they might as well spend it on stealing. Now our amateur league means that there's no top level players. There are barely any mid to high level players, so it's just everyone else. Which is kind of cool, because these guys get to experience the full competitive environment as well. And some of them, one of these two, will get to win a tournament, but they're all winners already. As the top 4 get a small little payout. Doggie's going for the quick raid camp here. And there is a chopper actually from Lemon Land, what the heck? Gonna go after the grunt. It's an easy win for the chopper, of course, but it's already quite hurt. Nice wiggles on the grunts coming through. And the chopper goes down. There's gonna be enough brutes and maybe a handful of choppers to deal with the grunt riders, then things should be on the up for Doggie. After all, he doesn't have to buy any more mini bases right now. He can just focus on producing units. And he's Decimus, so that also means that a vortex will be in play. Gets rid of the mine with that. But the grunt riders are still gonna be an absolute pain here. The grunts themselves are getting owned. I'm starting to be quite worried here. Lemon Land has a good rush going. And this extra cannon fodder is just making a mess of this. You have to remember that the grunt riders are just significantly better units as well than the hammer brutes. Bit more expensive, don't have to jump, but if they fight face to face, they're just better. Of course, the brutes have the best upgrades, so there is that. But that's not gonna help them in tier 1, where they can't access it. Okay, some of those grunt riders are starting to go down. Lemon Land can definitely keep this push going for a long time. He's got some heavy grunts to capture power nodes. He already has the one. And maybe at some point we'll see a Mexican generator here in the back. If he can keep up this rush, however, that's probably more important. Suicide grunt coming through, but only hits one unit and doesn't even kill it, so it's like not great. We've got some shades getting dropped in. That's looking like a pretty good start for Lemon Land, guys, I have to say. Another power node gets captured. I think that extractor might just go down there. That's the shades retarget onto something else. There's still more riders coming through. There's a heavy grunt with his star on it already. Wow. Both players should have access to beam fairly soon. And all these guys can just come and join the battle. That's probably the killing blow, right? When all those guys join. Looks like the riders are just gonna bait these units into the mines. Not quite. I think if they had pulled away, that would have been the right play. There's plenty of heavy grunts here to make it happen. He makes a generator in the face of all that. What the heck? That's brave. But I think these guys are just gonna destroy that too. It's probably best to... I don't even know. It's yap yap everywhere I look. And he's got a freaking drop. Okay, the drop is getting beamed. It's gonna be difficult to split out of that. At least the wagon will be going down. But everyone else is still going. I think Doggie's toast, guys. Doggie is officially toast. Hot doggy. Yikes. It's some lemon drizzle on top. Ladies and gents, welcome to Fishers. We've got our game number 2 here with Lemon playing Cutter. And on the other side, Doggie is gonna bring Jerome. A very interesting setup. I really expected the colony business from him, but I guess not. I guess not. These are the remaining leaders here. No colony in sight. But he pissed off the sentinels, so those marines are about to get it. Chasing to the other marines here is also not going to help because they just jump into the garrison and shoot them some more. Which means you have to run even further. At that point, these guys can chase some more. And do some extra damage, but they didn't opt for that. So I guess Lemon is in the end going to have more power from these pickups, especially because there were some mines placed in the middle. Should be seeing a fast Spartan from probably both sides. Nope, not Spartan. However, because you can put your Spartan in a Mantis, the snipers aren't going to be very effective. I like the situation for Doggie overall. However, he's losing out on both minis, so I'm not quite sure he can overwhelm that in time. Well, he'll try. Sniper's coming. Meanwhile, these guys can just start working on the power nodes. There's more marines for Doggie. Because they didn't spend on mini bases. So that will mean faster power nodes, a little bit extra power income because of that. It's not that much, and it will very quickly go in Lemonland's favor. All that supply will just translate to a fast second generator and then eventually all the STs. Because he just has a lot more power progression there. So unless these marines really quickly get something done, Doggie is gonna be in trouble. Taking this garrison is a good idea here. I'm not sure he can get it done. The snipers are coming. It looks like they're faster. to the garrison, so that's done. Doggie's Mantis upgrade is coming through. Gonna add a few rabbits. They can deal with the snipers. Oh, the mines! The mines are great, but they're just in the wrong spot. Barely. The base is nearly destroyed, and the Mantis can't be shot by snipers. So now, Lemonland is stuck on 4 snipers, not able to shoot this thing. That's rough. Doggie expanding early on. This is definitely indicating Mastodon play. Wait, is he actually doing that? He doesn't have the third point. Hold on. That's gonna come in a minute later. Lemonland doesn't... was getting close. Now shooting down those snipers is priority. Freaking 6 of them now. Oh my goodness. He keeps making them. I mean, as long as you just have Mastodons from here, you're golden. You don't have to worry. Marines definitely can't help here, but there is a trash dump potentially. Oh, the decent mine drop is in. I'm surprised there's still no Spartan from Lemonland, but I guess he spent so much on snipers he doesn't want to do anymore. He's remaking a barracks. What the hell? Like, yeah, I need more snipers. That's literally it. But there's gonna be Mastodons now, so life is gonna get a lot tougher for him. And Doggie can go tier 2 after all. Looks like that Mantis just got sacrificed into the mines. And Jerome ended up in the Mastodons. Better vehicle for him. Because now he's buffing the Marines. Even more. You know, once those Marines are actually upgraded to be combat tech ones, they're gonna really open up on these guys. Marine gets saved last second. That was literally just one squad member left. Still very difficult to engage these guys. Is it not combat techs getting upgraded? Neither is it the Hellbringers getting their dispersion nozzle upgrade. It's just normal Hellbringers for now. Nemeland doesn't really want to commit, understandably so. He's got mostly snipers, he can't shoot anything. Just the new units that come out. But those get deleted, don't get me wrong. It's looking good. He's also got 3 power nodes to 0. It's a big deal. But Diego isn't it for this. There's too much firepower here. Oh, and we've got a Nightingale now. That will take care of everybody here. The STs are in with mines. They actually are gonna detonate. Oh, the victory turret saves the day for a little bit. No, the one Mastodon is destroyed. It's acceptable losses. Doggie's now going in with the third generator. Very, very static match between these two. It's just so difficult to do something about those things. Are we gonna see actually some Hornets, maybe? The snipers aren't gonna get anything done. Jerome is upgraded with improved Inspire, so he actually does buff all the boys now. I'd love to see Dispersion Hellbringers in those. It would be so good. The Marines have grenades, so it might actually be better to get combat tech first. Looks like there's snipers in these now. What else is Doggie doing? Combat tech, as predicted. With 3 upgraded generators, things are gonna move a lot faster though. He could afford another one if he really wanted to. Just going for the snipers here. Seems fine. Probably gonna take the mine hits there, but being buffed, being Mastodons, you are already super tanky. It's fine. The Spartan can't really garrison into anything, so unless you steal a Mastodon, you're gonna be in trouble. Which I'd quite like to see. Just steal a Mastodon, put in your Cyclops, and then they can at least open up the other tin cans. Oh, those Marines are still helpful, and the Cyclops numbers are looking good, but I think Doggie just has a really good core composition here. These guys are still not Dispersion Nozzle Hellbringers, but that can't be far away now. Doggie can basically do whatever he wants with that resource amount. There's the Dispersion Nozzles coming. Still want to see a population upgrade for Doggie once he can afford it. Lemonland will have difficulties holding this base. Just a really tough matchup for Cutter at this point in the game. But if he keeps dropping enough Diegos, maybe things are gonna be okay. Look at all those veteran units, oh my goodness. Oh my god! The stun is so massive! No mines? Where are the damn mines, dude? So many Marines have gone there. Oh my god, now? Did they not come up in time? I think he got excited and just took the chance. Still, he wiped out all the Marines, so you really can't complain. That's amazing. There's barely anything left for Lemon. Oh my goodness. Doggie's coming back with a vengeance. Big cutter drops coming in. And an extra Diego on top. That's 3 Diegos in that fight. There's no pre-existing ones. And they're getting sniped pretty hard. That's brutal. There's nothing going down here. Okay, I said that too soon. There's a 2-star sniper that might survive. It's getting a lot of healing right now. Oh, it's gonna make it to the Mastodon. Holy shit. Lemonhead's gonna lose the base. Oh my goodness. Freaking Mastodons, dude. So strong. You have to have a Spartan to take it out every now and then. And then stick your Diegos in. It's the only way, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Doggie's gonna be pretty much uncontested taking this base. In fact, if he saves up a little bit of resources, he can drop in Omega Team if he wants. Oh yeah, this is super tricky. It's hard on any map, but here, it's like perfect for Jerome. Just maybe you can go air, but good luck. You're gonna fight buffed Marines inside cover. So that's just really difficult to pull off as well. Score is now 1-1. Good job by Doggie. We're on the wrong side. Let's fix it. This is the right side. Lemon is Arbiter. Doggie is Anders. Both really good picks for the map. I do think at this level, it's easier to pull off the Anders, because you just set up your Kodiaks in tier 2, you party, you're safe. You can even pressure the other base a little bit. But I'm not sure it's gonna come to that with this. Lemonland is freaking stealing the minis. This is nuts. Doggie's like, oh, I have to deal with this. He makes a barracks immediately. As long as Lemonland gets his own minis too, it's gonna be a complete disaster for Doggie. So yeah, sure, he can overwhelm it. Oh, he's double barracksing. Oh my goodness. He's hoping that Lemonland will overbuy. Okay, the normal dynamics of this would have been, okay, the Arbiter's gonna turtle until late game, and then you have to break it with your Kodiak and Retriever Sentinel shenanigans in tier 2. But yeah, that's great. Doggie decides against it. Okay, I was gonna say we're gonna have a massive all-in on our hands, but maybe not. Still, nobody said they can't go that way. No, they're gonna clean the minis. Okay, it's fine. It's normal game. Normal game business. So surprised that Doggie didn't decide to steal any minis from the other side of the map. So Lemonland just gets to have everything. Which is crazy. What's the follow-up here? Like, do you just capture the power nodes now and say screw fighting the UNSC straight up, and then just go tier 2 and you've got yourself your Rangers, and you get out some Hunters for any Kodiak work, you jump into Phantoms, and then you party? Is that it? But if you have Phantoms with Grunts in them as well, then you don't have to worry so much about the Retriever. It's not so much that you always have to have 6 Reavers. Now 5 is the magic number where it really can't hurt you anymore, but you get 6, you're probably gonna start running after it. But we'll help clean up here. And all in all, situation's okay. We can even get a generator. Things are not as I have predicted. These are ghosts, ladies and gents. These are ghosts. We got vehicle shielding coming in. A second generator. Things are on the safe side. No suicide grunts as of yet. Said everyone's going to be capturing the power nodes. Ooh, I never like when people run their ghosts into a fight as the upgrade is finishing, because even just a tickle from a marine like that is gonna strip them off the shields, or rather deny them the ability to charge the shields. That first charge is pretty important after all. So you want to time it in a way that you only enter a fight after the shields are charged. Otherwise you're gonna have these red bar ghosts and it's pathetic, right? Now running into those marines looks scary. They were full health, that's a different story. Doggie is, of course, chilling around those mines, just in case. Oh, the mines get eaten, all 3 of them! Oh my goodness. That was unnecessary, to say the least. Second base is coming up for Doggie. We don't care too much about fighting all that. 13 ghosts now. They're gonna run over the mines! Oh, that hurt. As if the health damage from earlier wasn't bad enough. Well, now Doggie can just commit to some more marines, in my opinion, and hey, what's that? Please make building. It's gonna be taking that power node as well. Unfortunately, a veteran has died. Would have been useful later for, you know, work in the phantoms. That's the whole job of phantom camping anyway. You sit under your shield until your guys get veterancy, but if you have some veterancy already, then you shorten that duration where they reach their peak. Or rather, the wait time gets shortened. Anyways, it's gonna be 4 power nodes for UNSC at this rate. The ghost can still stop this. Nice. Second base for Arbiter is working. Got done a little soon, I'd say, and upgrading at tier 2, the 5 slots, isn't as important. Not more important than starting up this actual tier 2 research. Anyway, you could put a generator here. Does that Spartan have a jump? Looks like it. That's a ghost getting stolen. That's not a normal jump. Oh, ghost got destroyed. Okay. There's still a few more. And there's mines. Lemon isn't looking. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All the ghosts are dead. That's crazy. Good job by Doggie there. Keeps the Spartan alive. Everything's good. And the Marine. Okay, it's not gonna get the power node, but hey, that was a great fight. That was such a good mine drop. It had no business killing all those ghosts, but that was great. Ideally, Lemon would move. 3 generators are done. Got the Arbiter. Hey, Echko, thank you very much for subscribing. Appreciate you. 23 months. Wow. Oh, that was 4th point drop already. Sorry, I missed it. We got a generator taken out, and that's about it. Spartan's now ready to chase these guys. clip that? Of course. That's going right on YouTube Shorts. And you'll see it again in the Be Right Back screens at some point. Probably not next week, but like the one after. Oh, well, the tier 2 business is getting now set up. We've got Arbiter out, and then hopefully we'll get the Arbiter upgrade. It's probably more important right now than supplies. Unless you want a 4th generator. Doggie is not very set up, I have to say. It would be great to have some Kodiaks, but it's a triple garage Warthog spam at the moment. It's not gonna work so great against hunters. But hey, who knows? A good drop turret and mine and Spartan jump can take care of hunters, that's for sure. Hogs are messing with the RB a little bit. Aw. Not missing the jump, but it's cool. At least they're shooing him out of here, right? The turrets are actually doing a lot of damage to him. And that Spartan rocket is also pretty brutal. Actually, he's gonna go down, isn't he? Oh, he does not escape this time. This Arbiter unit always keeps escaping. Not today. Doggy saving up for that retriever drop. How ready are we? Are we double pumping? There's 2 reavers. It's not terrible. Could be better, but I think we went a little too hard on the elites, perhaps. So the Hogs can absolutely do some damage now. And oh, calling it in the middle is crazy, but hey, drop turret stunning. The mines are gonna detonate, actually. Oh, just about didn't. Just about didn't. But the Reavers individually are nothing. They can be taken out so easily by the Retriever. Especially the big shot on the Retriever is just, wow. So strong. And now, an opportunity has arisen to probably wipe the infantry with the special ability there. How's that Spartan doing with the recharge? Does it have another jump coming up? Pretty sure it's soon. Hey, that Arbiter still isn't upgraded. That's not so great, but hey, this is great. Or it would be. Everyone's out of range. Third base has been destroyed. The Hogs are now moving on to the minis. So far, great value from the Retriever. As long as it doesn't die. Take out like 6, 7 Reavers. You've paid for yourself. Plus the Spartan stealing some others. It's also a pretty big deal. Would love to see a population upgrade and a transition into Kodiaks. I think we're starting to see the beginning of that. Phantoms. Okay. Not my favorite moment to transition into Phantoms here. Because we have no veteran units, right? The grunts aren't upgraded even. These are just basic grunt squads. No squad reserves, no nothing. Hogs are doing a great job here being annoying. Although I don't think they'll actually take out a generator or anything like that. At least they'll weaken the business back there. Okay, those mines did nothing, but hey, the Retriever gets away with shields intact. Like I said, 4 Reavers, 5 Reavers. That's huge. If they have the buffs from RB, that's even better. If they're backed up with Phantoms, then you absolutely cannot touch that base. But you can be elsewhere. where the Arbiter isn't. Take the mini bases, for instance. Still not an upgraded Arbiter. Just asking for it to be killed. Okay, nothing else coming through, and we're gonna have a ton of Kodiaks. Gotta worry a little bit about anti-air at this point. Yeah, Lemonland's definitely doing a good job of keeping a few hunters in these, and obviously enforcers will make it easy to clean up the minis. A Spartan can absolutely take some of these Reavers over. If they jump up, they're gonna have a rough ride. Of course, they can just jump themselves. You know, the Spartan doesn't have to keep them stunned. If you drop down those mines, they're not gonna eat it. They can jump. They're gonna eat it a little bit. Spartan's dead, however. But these guys are standing just outside of the shield. You gotta go into the shield, man. Or else. Another Retriever has gotten great value for himself again. The Arbiter players just living in terror here. Our base is finally getting set up a little bit. Again, Doggie could work a little bit on that Kodiak spread. It's not the best. The numbers aren't there. Like I said a long time ago, I'd love to see a population upgrade so that he can have more Kodiaks. But it started to get somewhere, right? Combat tech? Instead of population, what? Why? Are we gonna transition back into infantry to fight this? Maybe? Oh, Doggie's tier 3, but still no pop upgrade. Okay, that's odd. I have to rush that tier 3, you know? You're fine on 2. Should get all the upgrades. Okay, got 4 power nodes working on the 5th. The Arbiter's totally boxed in. Bunch of Wolverines coming out. Still no population upgrade. I'm getting so triggered by that. More units is better than, you know, 20% improvement on your 5 vehicles. Well, Spartan can take one more Reaver, as always. Make sure to stun as many as possible while you do it. Grab one of those guys. There we go. That's great. Mine drop is very late again. This is a tendency with Doggie, unfortunately. But hey, that's 2 for 1 right there. And he gets to keep it. Arbiter should absolutely be able to stop that base from being a thing. But I'm much more worried about what's happening here. Like, the Reaver count seems to be just reset, right? And not many of the Phantoms got out, in fact. Does this Retriever and Siege combo right now just win the game? It looks awfully close to it. Shields are gone. That's a downed Phantom right there. And you can steal another Reaver if you want to with that Spartan. It's got like really good... Oh, picked the weak one, unfortunately, there. For the Spartan, that's unfortunate. But everyone else can just keep going. There's only one Kodiak shooting this, sadly. As I said, more units would be good. Sentinels, yes, that's it. It's unfortunate for Lemonland because, you know, he really tried with that Phantom transition where it's just so difficult to make work. when you're getting constantly bombarded. Keeping them alive is the hard part. And that Spartan is just absolutely having a party down there. I'm shocked he's not veteran, but I guess he's fairly fresh still. When the Retriever's back, it's got not much health, but surely Doggie has a heal at this point, right? Shield has been destroyed or whatever that was. There's another one. Maybe we're juggling? I don't know. But that extractor should be going down. Oh, the army wants it? He wants the business? Oh, wow. Look at that. I was not checking this base, admittedly. Reinforcements 2 is coming in. Doggie has woken up to the need for population. And this is gonna demolish the base. That's it. If he has a heal, that's nice news for the Retriever, but I'm not even sure he urgently needs it. He's got Reavers, it's fine. I mean, Reavers? Vultures. And he can steal Reavers. He can have those too. Great job. 2-1. One more victory for Doggie, and he's got it. Taking out Arbiter on this map. Guys, I think at this level, you should play Anders here, honestly. If you have a choice in a tournament setting, just do that. It's easier. It's easier to execute than Arbiter. Arbiter is insanely powerful, but to get everything right, that's gonna be very much a skill question. Ladies and gents, Lemon is bringing Forge here. Then on the other side, we've got Doggie being a Shipmaster player. Now, this could be the decider match, which is pretty important. Lemon cannot lose again in this best of 3. Best of 5, sorry. It's 3 to win. Doggie's picking up his power. There don't appear to be any ghosts for him, but Shipmaster's grunts can see far with raid, so that's fine. It'll be fairly easy for him to pick up the mini base here right away. He doesn't need to scout for it or anything. The grunts can just go wherever, really. The Jackrabbit's pathing is slightly incorrect for Lemon Land, but he picks up the other side mini anyway. It's more typical to send it like up here, pick up this mini and then harass the grunt. But because the elite grunts can get there so soon, you don't always get there in time. Like if an initial grunt goes there, you're just, that's it. Let's see. There's gonna be a Forge Hog back here. Early second generator. Let's see if Forge can afford that. With the rolling economy, these upgrades are just super cheap. Is that rolling economy 2 there? Barely moved the resource pile. Neither player went Kinsano, a great sin. True. What would we do without the chat? Second extractor, of course, as well for our shippy. No middle mini base yet, by the way. But surely that's coming. It'd be shocking if not. Yeah, ever since we don't have bans, you just get the more meta leaders, honestly. Sorry guys, the players don't get to practice the off-meta leaders too much. So they get annoyed when they have to play them, especially like who knows really how to play a Serena versus Jerome, right? Serena versus Johnson. Who knows what to do there? Not many. You'd have to find dedicated practice for that, and you cannot play ladder. So it's like just logistically difficult to make the players practice for it. And it makes you go off your mains that you practice a lot. So on ladder, you're gonna be picking the meta leaders, right? which basically just means not Johnson, not... I'm talking about 1v1 obviously. So not Johnson, not Serena for the most part. They can work, obviously, but they're not great on every map, and certainly it's difficult to go up against most banished. Four to 1 power node. That's a very nice advantage there for Doggie. He's been tier 2 for a while. And I think we can expect a whole bunch of the tier 2 counter units, bit of elites, bit of hunters. And that Warthog is gonna have a tough time. Not that he can't go in and deliver some amble round shots. But these guys are coming up to take out the rabbit. That's great. UNSC is starting to take over the map now. And being in tier 2 means that you can also upgrade that important Warthog aura. Should be coming any moment now that we have the resources, right? Hopefully we have the building. Oh no, we recycled it. Been good to keep it. Don't see a third generator because of the extra mini base and all that. And all the garage switches, so there's not as much supply income. Ammo around here would be great. Do we have money for scatter bomb as well? That's the two we need to see here. Come on. Fine. I missed it. Okay. That's why some of the grunts are hurt. My apologies, everyone. Hey, dispersion also Hellbringers would be a really good tool together with the Warthogs, but how many barracks do we actually have on the map? Not many. Not many. There could be still more. Tier 3 upgrade? What the hell? Great split against that beam, by the way. Why are we going tier 3? Okay, not so great at the end. Why are we going tier 3? What exactly is the goal? Are we gonna go, like, Gauss Hogs? Just run around, ignore the hunters? Get the tier 3 Warthog? Could be alright. But I would have preferred Warthog with dispersion nozzle Hellbringers. I think that would be fine. It could also be snipers with their stanchion upgrade. This is certainly not a tank type of game just yet. Two snipers now. Soon there will be 3. Wait, we didn't have defensive aura this whole time? Okay. Yeah, that sucks for the Warthog. That mini base is definitely getting taken out, but I think they're just gonna trade it between the two of them. Kodiaks are getting dropped in there. Still not a bad situation for Doggie, but he needs to do something with his tier 2 now. Is he gonna go tier 3? See, a shield turret is coming up. But he is still gonna get sieged here. No doubt. Love to see a marine in this garrison over there. Or a sniper. That's fine. Counterattack here. We'll take out Lemon's base, actually. It's kind of brutal. The spirit support ship is actually doing a lot of damage. Shield generator is holding for now. Maybe the hunters will try to come up to do something about this. But they're not in a rush. I mean, there is a sniper here. It's a little spooky, but they can take it for a little bit. It's just one sniper after all. They get in the midst of the Kodiaks, it will be fine. Heavy metal! And a massive switch into Apexes. Neverland's losing a lot of minis. This is uncomfortable to say the least. Meanwhile, that one sniper has done so much damage to the hunters. It's kind of surprising. However, we've got the Banshee out. That will definitely make sure that these guys go down. They just can't shoot back, right? Well, minus that little pea shooter thing. Big fights over here, though. Blasting beam is ready. The Lemonland has to really watch out for that displacement. And glassing in the choke point. Oh my goodness. Everybody's dead except for the Forchog, who's still gonna party here. He's got his tier 3 upgrade, right? So he's an absolute tank. He can just outrun this army for ages and kite them. So a decent displacement and gives these guys an opportunity to hit other bases. Even hitting the main isn't out of the question with so much support. Especially once the Banshees come in. But we're switching into Wraiths instead, which aren't gonna be the best option actually against any potential Grizzly drop. But hey, as long as there's Hunters, Steves in particular, shouldn't be too worried about the Grizzlies. Lots of bases now for Doggie. He's having a great time over here. I would love to see him upgrade his turrets to anti-vehicle just to make sure he's a little bit safer than he is right now. In fact, it would have been good to keep the Apexes going and just go into Banshees from here, because, I mean, what does he really have to fear? It's just a Grizzly drop. Lemonland, I guess he could start on a Vulture transition, but it's so difficult to pull off with just one extra base, right? You're going up against so many. Oh, we did drop in the Grizzles. It would have been so good now to have like 15 Banshees, right? Of course, Doggie's full pop as is his style. He still hasn't gotten his population upgrades. It's very frustrating actually, because he could be so much stronger right now. And I'm sure he'll pick up on this later. Anyway, it's coming in. He's not made that for the hero. Relax. We're all good. Shield gen here. So many grunts, man. And it's not like they're securing the power nodes. That's absolutely going to Lemon. And maybe, just maybe, he can pull off a Vulture transition here. They're going to be Air 2. The base is upgrading, so he's going to have the income soon for it. Yeah, this is just too difficult to crack for so few units, I think. Maybe if the Vultures come along, that would be easier. Do remember there's like 10 grunts here. It's all easier said than done. There's like gonna be 2 Vultures. And that's it. Can't mess with the heavy metal. This heavy metal never dies. Can't kill the metal. Okay, that's enough references for now. Hunter's very lonely out there without his buddies. Oh, the nukes are gonna absolutely demolish this army, right? Yep. Rip Steve. There's now 3 vultures. Slightly risky for this base. But Doggie's coming in with way more. He's got another spirit support drop. Whole bunch of wraiths here. Although another vulture is gonna come. Another spirit support. Oh my god. It's actually nuts. Well, we'll have to see a bunch of reavers with this soon, but 120 population is unlocked. The air upgrade 3 is getting cancelled there. Good work. They're all invisibros now. However, the nuke still found its mark. Good news for Lemon, but not good enough news. The reavers are in and they're gonna make the vultures' lives quite difficult indeed. Plenty of hunters here to mess with the ground army. And that nuke didn't get full damage thanks to the engineer bubble. Doggie's also getting vehicles level 2, teleporting in aggressively onto the Kodiaks, which will take them down, no doubt. Reavers are still kicking, and those vultures are goners, it seems. I think Lemonland is probably a goner. This should be Doggie's victory now. It's a bit too early for congratulations, but not by much, certainly. He's got 3 bases to 1. This is Lemonland's last stand. And I really don't think he's got a lot to offer at this point in his own defense. The turrets are unupgraded. Although Fortify upgrade 3 is getting done. If the turrets do get upgraded, maybe he can hold on to dear life. It's just UNSC is not that great at turtling on one base, you know. Banished with a shield and super unit that you can get veterancy with that also has an invulnerability. Now that's for turtling. UNSC is more like, I'm gonna nuke your shit. That's what the vultures are for, but on one base you're not gonna sustain them. It's just a very different playstyle in the late game there. Even though both factions have a very similar unit for the same jobs, they in the end end up feeling quite different because of that. Not that the vulture has a counterpart, it doesn't. It really doesn't. Did someone just... Oh. Oh. I'm back to having grizzlies. Doggie's looking set for his big attack here. Maybe he'll have another spirit support for additional Steves. Well, you got 1 each, so... Third Steve wouldn't be bad. It is ready. Should it come down to it. First, we're gonna eat a bomb. Situation's not that bad though. Right, I mean, with some of these wraiths going down, obviously you can call in another spirit support. Steve is getting some healing, so he'll be fine. And that's a displacement. Okay, this base is so massively screwed right now. There's nothing I can say that... Well, Lemon here. That displacement timing was just savagery. Brutal. The barbarians are at the gate. They're definitely not Greek people anyway. And Doggie will be taking the victory there. 3-1. Glorious comeback as compared to, you know, what happened with the other round. Lemonland wasn't able to hold here. Doggie got his practice. And even though Lemonland must have been watching the strats, He didn't expect the Shipmaster to be as solid as it was, and the Anders, oh my goodness, don't even get me started there. Not to mention the freaking Jerome play, that was just wild. Very well done by Doggie. I think he absolutely belongs in Rising Star. We'll definitely see him there. I hope to see Lemonland as well because he's got a bright future in this game, in my opinion. We'll definitely do a lot more of those going forward. GG's. We want to thank our website patrons. This is by far the best way to support MetaPlays. Your contribution helps keep the project sustainable and allows us to produce more and better content. If you aren't yet a patron, check out our link in the description and get in touch to collect your perks. We will see you the next time.